I was definitely early because my finger slipped.
Well, there's no real music to play in there, guys.
I really got to go in there. I got to quit. You were on one, and I accidentally hit the record button.
It's okay, Chris. It's been a day, baby.
All
Let's
right.
just. We're not even talk about it. We're just gonna start passing out beers. Pat,
Our
you got a beer that you
director-
want? Do you got a beer that you like? We got
What
gold,
are the options?
gold Pilsner, cold snaps, and Alpine Lager. Ooh, Alpine Lager.
What's
sounds.
the white one? What's the white label?
That's the
Golden Pilsner.
Pilsner.
I'll try that one.
All right, I got you, buddy. Chris, what do you want, Bubba?
What do we got here?
Oh, good God.
Golden Pilsner,
Okay.
the Cold Snap White Ale,
And we got
Okay.
Alpine Lager, or your favorite, the Boston Lager.
Yeah, we can go with that one.
an old
Which
Boston
one?
Lager.
The last
He
one.
wants a ledge.
Everybody's got
Alpine
one of the
Lager.
other ones, so let me get the Boston Lager.
Well, no one's passed out anything. So
You have four. Everybody's got a beer in front of them, sir.
okay, sounds good.
All right.
And Joe's already got a new Glarus, baby. There we go.
Yeah, I
Is
was looking to get everyone a Coors.
And we have no Coors.
And we
I
ran
have
out of
one.
Coors. Well, I gave the
We
only
didn't
one
have four
to Chris.
Coors.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, at least Chris gets a Coors Light. That's nice.
Trying to help
Pepsi.
him out.
How are we looking over there? We got sexy Pepsi for the 100th time on the podcast. Can you see me or no?
Hopefully
Come on,
not.
Pepsi. Fist up, baby. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Director of photography.
Back there having a great old time. This is going to be one for the
The
books.
numbers are still going, yeah?
It's still recording, right, kid?
It's done recording.
He feels
Yeah.
very. That answer
It's
does
not
feel
great.
very
Okay,
confident.
give me a second. Hey, you guys talk among each other.
No, I'd rather not.
That answer is not confident.
Patrick, this is unbelievable. This has just been terrific.
It's nice
Okay.
that we're going
So as
backwards.
long as there's a number there, Pepsi, we're good.
It's nice that we're going backwards in our technology levels here.
Yeah, we've definitely gone backwards. In this.
I don't get that at all. But I'm going to let it go, Pepsi, because the day I've had, you keep it up, and you might end up murdered on this podcast.
That beer gets a permanent vacation.
Permanent. Oh.
So is your stress due to the trip coming up, or is it
It's
a
a-
combination of things?
It's
A
just
mixture
it
of
is what it is.
stupidity,
It's life.
client stupidity.
Too many people, too many jobs, too many things, too
Business.
many everything. Trying to fit, but here's the real issue: you just try to fit too much in one time. Like tonight, I was supposed to go with Lauren to her Christmas party and at the brewery in Wicker, the Revolution, and I was supposed to have beers with her.
Isn't that in Logan? That's in Logan Square.
Logan
right?
Square? I'm
okay.
sorry. And it was like it just came down to it where like Lauren was going to be too because it literally was like we'd get there at like 7:30ish. We'd be there for like an hour, and we'd so and she was just way too anxious. Like she didn't know what it was going to be like. So I was like, she's like, forget it, don't even worry about it. So I'm like, okay, that works because today at 12 o'clock there's fires everywhere. Everybody wants their fire put out. So, and it's the day before vacation. Everybody's like, "Oh, I'll just call you Friday. I'll call you Friday." I'm like, "No, I'm not talking. I'm not taking any calls."
Yep. I definitely low key didn't. My boss knew, my coworkers knew.
Yep.
But everyone else, I just kind of left it till the last second. I'm out tomorrow, and
Yeah, have a good one.
Yeah.
No, it was so like Monday was kind of like it's a semi day off, not a real day off for me and Chris at least. So we worked from like 10 till 6.
Okay.
So that's not like unfortunately it's not like a full day. So
It felt like a full day.
It definitely felt like a full day. Tuesday we worked a pretty long day. Wednesday we worked till 9 o'clock. I go home. I get my new skis. I'm so excited. We get these new skis, but I am exhausted. Like we haven't been sleeping well because of the running. So I'm like my body's a little extra sore. So I just been moving.
Oh, you've just been running more.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm a little bit more sore, and so we get home, so I'm exhausted. I get to my house. I'm like I have to get my boots to fit my skis, and I'm nervous that they're not because I don't want to try to do this. We're going to drive. I want to get out there. I want to put the skis on, get on the mountain, and go.
Okay. That was going to be a question I had.
Yes,
Is that something that can be done there? But
it could
that
definitely do.
makes sense
Yeah.
yeah, no, it could have been done a bunch of different, bunch of different scenarios.
Yes, but at 9:30, I was thinking, and because I've seen John did it for me. We stupidly switched boots when the boots were too uncomfortable for you, so we switched them.
Yep.
But our skis didn't fit right.
Yep.
So we switched them, and John's like, "You guys we gotta work these." So we reworked them right there, and they were easy. It was really, it literally is like
It was
It's
a
a levers. A
it was
push
a-
yes,
button.
it
Yeah,
was
I've seen.
flat-
Yeah,
one was a flat-headed screwdriver, and the other one had a lever in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the one that these ones I got, I guess are
These
like
special ones Peter got.
they're like not professional, but they're like a little bit more high scale.
Decided to treat yourself.
Yeah. Well, they were also like $200 for 2018. They're pretty beat up. They look fine. But the problem is I had to find a Japanese YouTube video that explained how to do this. After we spent probably a good 45 minutes just hitting things, just like come on.
Well, it's mostly Peter hitting things, and then I got tired of sitting there, and I wanted to go home, so I tried helping out.
And so figured it out, got them back, clicked them in. I'm gonna before we start skiing, I'm gonna make sure all the dials are right and everything. But they click in, so that's a good start. So
Nice.
Always a positive.
But then get to bed at got to bed at 11:15 last night.
Yeah.
11:30. So you're up at 5:30 today. It's a tough one. It is what it is.
And he's cranky.
Yes, I'm super.
Yeah.
Baby didn't get his bottle.
Baby, and you know what the other thing is? I don't eat. I have nothing. We have meats.
Yeah.
That's all I get.
That's all you get
carbs.
to look. You know what you get to look forward to when you wake up in the morning? Intermediate fasting until 5,
Yep.
and then you get a little piece of meat and cheese, and you're like, I hate my life.
Yeah. And you're like, and then you go to the scale on Tuesday, Joe, and you're like, ooh, baby, I should be like,
Yeah, I should be like,
195.
I should
I gained a pound. How?
No.
How did I gain a pound? Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea. I was so pissed. I literally, ruined the rest of my, I was just like, whatever. So, for all the wine fest, it is what it is. Tomorrow, you know what's going to change all this around, Joe?
That's all I've been
Waking up at
thinking about.
4:30 in the morning.
4 o'clock, but we're not talking about that yet. We're talking about going to be on the top of the mountain. It's going to be 5 o'clock. I'm going to have had about 7 beers,
Yo.
and I'm going to be flying.
That's great.
Yeah, buddy. And I know Franklin drove up. I won't lie. I'm kind of happy with that, only because
Yeah, I would have worked.
he'll have his car.
Yep.
And he'll be driving, and that'll make it so nice.
It'll be much easier
get,
for all
just
of us.
get babied,
Yes.
taken from one place to the next, and no issues. Just got to make sure Brian doesn't forget his credit card anywhere, so that there's no.
Yeah, it's just not you and me at the club.
backtracking. Yeah.
I already checked. The casino's got it's got a DJ for the night.
Nice.
DJ.
9 o'clock. I can't wait.
DJ Marsky's making a special appearance.
You know what's
Man,
funny?
That'd be awesome.
You know what's killing me, Chris, is when I was driving home, I was really hoping like something happened with the CMT party, and Chris was just gonna be like, "Guess I'm coming tomorrow."
Can't make it.
Yeah, coming
Nah,
tomorrow.
not a damn chance.
Lux
No.
Bar collapsed in on itself.
I'm gonna be standing at the bar, praying to God that the Bulls or something's on TV that I can watch.
Oh yeah.
While Mr. Anderson's out there shaking hands and kissing babies.
Pat, how was your week, buddy? Sound a little not. I mean, I think you literally got. I think I timed it to 4 minutes in the podcast last week. So we're off to a riveting start here. I don't think we've gotten a second out of you yet. So how you doing, buddy?
Well, I don't have much to add to the ski conference. The ski.
Well, I mean, that's why I asked. How's your week?
Uneventful.
I didn't even know the lights were on. Really, I just noticed that.
I
Looks
tried to
nice.
set up as much
Yes,
as I could
it's so nice, so nice.
just to get stuff ready. Yeah.
So how was your week? You're so excited to work this weekend with Chris. I couldn't.
Just
Nah,
working.
nobody is.
Just working.
Yeah, that's it.
Someone's got to carry the Steve Anderson team.
Is that
That ain't me.
You can have it all. It's all
So-
yours, baby.
so? Is it tomorrow that the CMT thing is?
Yeah. So the party.
So you could get up at 4:30 in the morning on Saturday, be there by noon.
I've looked this. Hey, listen. I
We
looked
talked about
I
flights.
looked up flights. Pierre's like, "How about you get a Saturday or Friday night flight after the party?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can get a Friday night flight. Do 7 connections." Get there at 11 o'clock, or I could have just done the original Saturday one where I fly from Chicago, go to Detroit, sit in Detroit for 2 hours, then get on a plane to in between traverse where you guys are at in Mackinac Island, sit and get there in 45 minutes, and then figure out a way to backtrack to Petoskey and go skiing. Logistics makes total sense. Yeah.
I think-
and I'm not paying $500 to fly out there for 4 hours.
You just want to drive
Yeah.
yourself tomorrow morning.
Why the fuck would I want to drive?
He's not gonna want to drive 6 hours on his
6
own.
hours.
Yeah, by myself.
On the way back, you can pick up with Joe Keneally snoring or Brian Hamilton.
Oh yeah, you don't want that
we could
either.
split up at that point. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, which is fine. I mean, it's totally cool, but I mean, it's not like
throw Pepsi with you.
That's
That-
a
that-
very
yeah,
long.
we had a great one last year.
I'd
because
rather
we were-
drive into Lake Michigan by myself. You guys, you guys can have the Steve Anderson business. Bye.
It's all yours, baby. So
Why don't you put me on speakerphone, Chris? I'll talk to you the whole way up there.
I'll tell you what time I'm getting to Mr. Anderson's. Chris, I'm sitting outside. It's about 9:30. You're still not here. Yeah. Just keep looking for me.
I mean, I would just go home.
I'm
after like
just
an
around
hour.
the corner. I'll be there.
I'll be there, boys. So Pat sounds like he's having a great week. Real talkative. I appreciate that, Pat.
I mean, there's not much to talk about. Audit prep, year-end close, and not much to talk
it's
about.
pretty nice. Pretty nice. Did you do anything outside? How's your year-end goals going? How's the gym been?
I went to the gym. I went every day this week.
Seeing any gains? Seeing he's more sore, not sore?
Yeah, my bench still sucks. So
okay, me and Chris put up 220 or 235.
Nice.
We didn't act. It was after a clear set, but we were both able to on racket, bring it down, and then needed help up. But that's like if you're able to do that on your last set of a 5x5,
yeah, that's great.
Yeah, you can definitely do the weight.
You could probably do some warm ups and probably clear even more.
Oh yeah. Yes, but and I'm not gonna lie, Joe inspired me to. This whole week me and Chris have been. That's another reason I think we've been a little sore is we've been upping the levels of our weights. So.
Yeah, some asshole.
Hey, eat the language, my friend. The language. We're trying to meet some people.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you can say asshole because it doesn't get bleeped on the TV anymore.
Okay.
It's not one of the big four.
Probably depends on context of that word.
We got subscriber number 20. I want to say thank you for joining the Saturday Night Pregame podcast, where you can check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Podcast S&P.
Did anybody claim their free hoodie yet?
No, but we have so we're at number 20. We're only 980 away from being monetized. So let's go, baby. And that person is just a person who liked our podcast. There was when a subscriber, or it could be a bot, I guess, because they don't want you to know who they are. Mm-hmm. All the friends I know when it's one of our friends. Everybody else that
how many burner accounts do you have at this point, Peter?
17 out of the 20.
I love listening. I truly like listening to our podcast. So I'll listen to it on Tuesdays, or I'll listen to it when Joe sends it to us, and then I'll watch it because I like watching it. And then that's it. The guy, whatever happens.
Do you listen to Tuesdays stories on Tuesdays?
I don't. I like to.
Why would you not listen to it on Tuesdays when it says Tuesdays in the name?
Okay, this is a good question. How are you guys with this stuff? Where for me, I like to save things. I never watch Joe Rogan. I have 5 that I want to watch, and when I'm in the mood, I'll go and watch it. He just did one with Dave Portnoy. It was a great podcast, but. I waited. It's been out for 3 weeks or 2 weeks, and I just waited because I needed the opportunity to feel okay. I want to listen to this. I
always forget that. As silly as it sounds, I always forget that Joe Rogan has podcasts, and I never think to look.
Yeah.
There's just the ones that I listen to, and then a clip will come up on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, this guy's interesting, and then I'll go, oh, let me go check out Joe Rogan. And I'm like, I want to watch that one. I want to watch that one. I want to watch that one. I want to watch that one.
Yep.
And then I'll just go through a bunch. But I kind of just at least with Joe Rogan, I'll kind of listen to them in clumps. I'll pick 4 or 5. I'll kind of listen to them throughout the week. And then I forget about them and I fall off for a month. And then I come back and then, you know.
So here's not to, but my thing is if I know I'm not going to listen to that podcast, I'll watch all the clips. But if it's one that I know I want to watch, I'll not I didn't watch any of the Dave Portnoy clips. I didn't watch any of them because I enjoyed. I just wanted to watch the podcast all the way throughout because I hate coming to a part that I've just seen in a clip.
Yeah, I recently listened to John Bernthal on Joe Rogan.
Yes. Yep.
And I saw there was one clip I saw, and so at that point I was just
go up until you're done.
Skip. Yeah.
So, but how are you guys if you Pat? I know you like the podcast where they talk about how movies got made and stuff. Are you or even Dateline? Are you on top right when it comes out? You got to listen to it. Lauren doesn't have. I have a backload of Datelines for the ski trips or when I know I'm going to be gone or have a long time that I need to fill. I'll fill those with Datelines.
I was thinking about those last night.
Yeah.
I was like, I hope he has some.
We're solid. So I didn't listen. I haven't listened in 2 weeks because so that we have on the way back.
Yeah,
we have some podcasts.
I can't wait until Peter's phone screws with you and you listen to one halfway through and it won't let you listen to the next one.
Wait, what? That's a thing?
I have 2 right
apparently
now.
with this phone it is.
I can't get 2 of these to play, so I don't know if I got to restart them or what. But it sucks because they're 2. I'm in the best spot, and it's you can't listen to these. Pat, what about you, buddy?
Probably a little bit of both. I definitely don't do the new thing, but I don't necessarily go in I don't go in clips. When it's convenient, I'll start listening to stuff when I'm driving around sometimes, and if I'm not driving around a lot, it'll be more stuff backloaded than not. Or if I'm not taking the train, so that's when I start listening to stuff like that. And then if I'm interested, I'll pick it up and I'll listen to it through the whole thing somewhere else. But
I have a question for you, Pat. So when you're working, regular day, do you listen to anything? Do you listen to music? Do you listen to podcasts, or do you just work and concentrate on that?
Sometimes I'll put some records on since I have the record player there.
Okay.
It depends on how many meetings I have in a day. If I have a lot of meetings in a day, I'll probably just listen to something on my phone. But if I'm gonna be able to like not a lot of meetings, I'll put the record player on because I can just let it go and not have to and flip it when it's over.
That's pretty nice. That's a good move. I have to have I'm thinking about starting to wean myself off, but I need something playing 20 like I get in at 8:30. I have YouTube going from 8:30 till 6. Like there's no stop. Like I have to have something playing in the background.
I feel like as long as that's actually a big that's like a big thing for our generation and generations, after ours. To listen to music, to listen to podcasts, and it's a funny thing. It was a thing like years ago that was huge in the news. That the older the generations before us hated it, but it's like you would listen to the radio. It's the exact same thing. The only difference is now it may be on a screen, or it's just
You're
it's
not bothering
people.
somebody else with your
Hey,
bullshit.
Chris, could you turn my volume up my headphone? I'm just getting nervous that people aren't coming through. And I think it's more that my headphone's just not all the way up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean the thing about like
Thank you,
the
Chris.
thing with headphones, it's not like you're not disturbing other people than whatever you're listening to. Whereas if you listen to like
Or if you're Peter McGraw and you just blast your stupid podcast all the time.
Oh, I know.
I mean, I'll be honest. I'm the reverse of all of you, but mine is more because I'm reviewing stuff. So I try to I try to keep that huge focus on like stuff, and like if there's something that like just tweaks my ear, I automatically lose concentration, and I'm paying attention to that instead of the reviewing stuff. And that it's a huge thing like with reviewing like like if I'm looking at something, like I'll watch something, but if I need to like have my attention focused on something or I'm not doing data entry, it's complete silence for me.
Hey, I 100% agree. When I'm writing letters to the IRS or states, I have to turn or I'll be typing what they're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I'm not focused on
the
it.
client said that Joe Rogan.
And Joe Rogan said, "Go bleep yourself."
But so yeah, I definitely had to. I've had to. I have to when I'm writing something. When I'm just like data entry stuff like that. It's my
But when the data,
stuff,
the data entry is not an issue. When you're downstairs and you're trying to review stuff and you got like you guys are having a conversation or like it is just like the hardest thing to like because you want to make sure.
Can I ask you another question here? I was listening to Take Your Shoes Off podcast, Pat's favorite podcast, and he was talking
the
to
podcast of the future.
He was talking.
I have no idea what that podcast even is.
Nobody does. I'm pretty sure that's the one where Pierre said the guy's name, and you're like, who the hell is that guy? And he tweeted back after Pierre tweeted it out.
The guy we still don't know who he is.
Rick Glassman.
Yeah.
Thank
He's a
you.
good guy.
No idea who that guy
Dan, and he was talking to Dan Soder. I'm not and Dan Soder is a comedian. Rick Glassman's a comedian actor.
Yeah, you're gonna need to know all the names in this one.
Dan Soder is he's super funny, but he's actually just like a really nice guy. And they were having a conversation, and I've never thought about it this way, but are you addicted to anything? And how he determines if you're addicted to something is anything like when you're about to get that, you're nicer to your mom, your dad, your cousin, your sister, people walking down the street, you're high-fiving people.
I'm addicted to days off.
He was Jesus. That's a good one. He was talking about because he's been sober from alcohol, probably. I think he was talking like 10 years, maybe less than that.
Is this Glassman or Soder?
No, Soder.
Okay.
And because he used to think and when he knew it was kind of like an issue, is where he would think about. He would be so happy. He'd be so nice to people when he knew he was going to go to a bar. So he's like, okay, I got plans for like a day drink or like an afternoon. I'm going to the bars with my buddies. He would be that much happier. And so he asked Rick Glassman, is there anything that gets you that excited? Like that, like you can think like you're that addicted to. And he's like, food. He's like, and then Rick Glassman talked about how much he orders like $1,000 worth of food, like from DoorDash, stocks up his fridge. So then whatever he wants, it's there. He doesn't have to worry about it.
Prepared. This is like if
Yeah.
I I'm gonna get a bunch of stuff from Honey Butter Fried Chicken and
Five Guys.
ramen
Five Guys.
Oh, interesting.
It's interesting that he stocks it up in his fridge. Like you think that would be not so good.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm not. You're
a weirdo, Rick Glassman. You're a weirdo.
In my head came down to like. Maybe he's doing it from like places where like it's not. It's like
certain things carry better than other things.
Well, you got it like microwave where it's good. Like it's not all the way cooked. That's what I was thinking. Because you're right. Like if I got like. You
don't want a burger that's your microwave 3 days ago.
Yeah, if I got like three Chipotles, like or like
pizza's fine.
That's not gonna be good the next
Italian food's like okay, Chinese food's okay.
Yeah,
there's definitely stuff that great to be reheated.
Yeah,
you don't want a burger after it's been
consolidated
on that bun for 3 days.
Exactly. So I'm not exactly sure how he's going.
You don't like a fried chicken sandwich.
But he's addicted to food. And then I was thinking like this is a great question for our group. Is there anything that gets you so freaking excited? Like you're just even before you have it changes your mood. And I'll start. For me, it's coffee. It's caffeine. I am 1,000% addicted to caffeine. When I get up in the morning, I'm exhausted, and I'm like, we go to the gym, no more energy drinks. If there's potential for an energy drink, like maybe Chris, we just bought to try some, and there's one in the car. Nothing makes me more excited about to get my workout done than go into the car and just chugging some caffeine. Or the cup of coffee. I used to be so excited to go to work because we had this coffee machine that made coffee insanely good. Like it was the best coffee I've ever had in my entire life. I would go to bed.
Dirty things to it.
I would go to bed on Sunday and be like, let's go. I'd be like 7:30, be like, I'm going to bed. I can't wait to get some coffee.
Yeah.
Like when I'm drinking coffee, after I've had a cup of coffee, I'm a completely different person. Like just super happy, nice, can't wait to talk to people. I'm all set. But until I get that cup of coffee. So that's another thing I'm thinking like, do I need to maybe cut back on my caffeine? Is there anything that makes you like thinking about like you're like going to bed or that first beer, that weekend, something that just is like, this is what I love. Food. Like, is there a food out there that you're just like, makes you insanely happy?
For me, I definitely would say the thing is like when we go out drinking and dancing, that is something I look forward to more than anything. And that, like, by and far, that and pumpkin spice lattes or pumpkin spice.
Oh, cold brew.
Cold brew from Starbucks.
Basic bitch.
Which, they stopped doing it like this week, and that was sad.
There's nothing worse.
That is from whenever that starts, the start of fall, that drink comes out to now. I will treat myself to that whenever I want. And then as soon as it's gone, I don't really drink coffee that much unless it's like I need a boost for like a night or, a day. Or I found myself Monday, I worked till, sorry, Pat, I worked till midnight. And I definitely it was the most coffee I ever had in one day. I had like 3 cups of coffee.
Yeah.
And
nothing gets me going like coffee. I used to, that was my pregame. I would have a cup of Joe and I would throw a shot of Bailey's in it. And
yeah, he would.
It was tremendous. It made me so happy. Pat, anything out there in this world that like fantasy football,
Dave
betting,
Matthews Band.
Matthews Band.
Not like a recurring. I don't have like recurring things like coffee every day. And I don't.
Does anything get you excited? I've never seen you excited in my life. I'm not.
I think that like when there's like a special,
when the Bears are in the playoffs.
Yes, that never happens.
That's why Pat's always an ornery fuck.
I think when like when you're doing like when there's like a special event, like something like whether it's like a concert, like it's like a day or two away, or it's like you're going on vacation a couple of days. I think that sort of puts me in a good mood.
Big event.
Yeah, like something that that I've been looking forward to. I think that would probably do it. But like on a recurring basis, like. No, like I'm not excited for like a drink in the morning or a coffee. Like it's sort of like okay, this is normal life, normal routine. But like I think things that are outside of the ordinary, like either going on vacation or some kind of special event that I've been looking forward to. I think that sort of as it gets near that, I get excited and I'm happy to do that. Damn it, Pepsi! What are you doing over there?
Professionalism on this podcast. Come on, Chris.
Story.
Yeah, so I know that I'm addicted to caffeine like you, but I don't think it makes me a happier person or anything like that.
Does definitely not.
I don't
if this
think
is
so.
you happy, I don't want to see you angry.
I'm going to be honest. I think the one thing that does make me a happier person, but I'm not really addicted to it, is when we go on vacation.
That's nice.
Like knowing that I don't have any responsibilities for like 3 or 4 days.
Like tomorrow for Peter McGraw.
Yeah, exactly. But like, I mean, like, I think like that makes me a nicer person. But I'm not like addicted to going on vacation. I go on one vacation a year.
Yeah.
Maybe you'd be more addicted if you went more often.
Hey, do you know what I think? You know what I think
if
makes
I
you
could
a
afford,
better, happier person, Chris? Is when you have a fun night on a Saturday night and we don't see you as a Sunday morning.
When Chris McGraw,
Let me tell you what.
When Chris McGraw increases that closer percentage, he's smiling ear to ear for the next 3 days, ladies and
There
gentlemen.
ain't nothing better than Chris. There's not a happier Chris McGraw.
They call him the
than
storm.
I don't know. That felt like a long ride home from Indianapolis. That Sunday afterwards.
After
Still the nicest you've been in 2 months, probably.
Someone told me once, if you're not home before midnight, you might as well go home. It's if you ain't going out past midnight, then you're not Chris McGraw. But I'll tell you what, Chris McGraw, his peak hours are from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. is when Chris McGraw shines, baby.
Well, he's learned the drunk or tackle drunk.
he is the inspiration for that guy in 40-year-old version.
Clearly not.
Just kidding, ladies. Just kidding.
They see Chris and they're like, tackle.
They feel sad. They take a lot of pity on Chris, and they're like,
what?
I'm just kidding.
Chris is a cutie pie. What are you talking about, baby? But that's good though. I thought it resonated with me. Like, holy crap! There's only a few things in my life that make me that happy. I'm not gonna lie. A good drink on a Friday makes me like that first beer on a Friday, where you haven't drinking. All you're drinking is water and caffeine all week, and that first. I got you, baby. Come on now. The professional level here, brother. And that gets you going, like that first beer, and then you're just like
it gets the people going.
It just takes all that not needed stress and it melts it right through you, and then a good cup of Joe.
Gotcha. Yeah,
You're probably not alone on the caffeine thing.
I think that's a huge thing for a lot of people.
I know. Oh God, I don't. Oh, Joe or Pat, what do you think? Oh,
it gets better as you drink more of it.
You think? Because
the first drink I did not like very much, but it's gotten better.
The Alpine lager, tremendous.
Also depends what you're drinking before that. It might not be.
Get in there, Pat. Get yourself one of those. It's tremendous. Chris, how's the Sammy Adams?
I've got a half a beer here.
The original is always good.
The old Boston lager.
Oh boy, you guys got. I didn't know you guys all poured pop before we got here.
Well, I thought that was gonna be drinking on the podcast. So,
Pepsi, how we doing over there, buddy? Ladies and gentlemen, sorry, this is the first time we're using an iPhone that records.
I do. This is how you watch the Cubs security. Anybody could walk through the turnstiles.
Oh well, listen. Let's not get started on that.
Listen, we'll have
okay, so wait. So let's go over last week. Last week we did the. So how did everybody feel Sunday? I think Saturday last week was a good time. It was fun enough, but it was mild enough.
I don't know. Did you guys see me talking to the lady at the end of the night for like a split second?
I did, yeah.
I don't know.
It was the ladies in the corner, Peter, that kept looking at us. Joe dancing, and it looked like they were making fun of us.
Is that she did come up for a second and say, "I'm so happy that you guys are dancing." No,
she came over. She comes over. She's got her jacket on. The bar's closing down, and she comes over to me and she goes, "Do you guys just come out and drink and dance?" And I go, "Yeah, it's like one of our favorite things to do." And she's like, "Really? Like, you don't try and hit on anyone. You're not like." You could see there was like disbelief and just complete.
What? We just want to dance with our bros?
Wonder.
Is that weird?
Yeah, it was just weird.
Don't bro me if you don't know me.
She goes, you guys just.
You haven't even looked at a woman.
We have a high respect for women, all right? We respect the ladies out there.
100%.
You guys were just in your own little circle dancing the entire time you were here. And I was like, yeah, it's the best. And she's like, oh, okay.
Just like, I'm married, I promise you, to a woman.
And just turned around and walked away. And I just remember.
So confused.
And I don't mean this in an insulting way, but it's a thing in the Midwest where like you just look like a sausage in this tight jacket. You know, you're like bundled up and you're just like, it's like an overstuffed Twinkie. Like it is just, and it was like a brown shimmery kind of long jacket that went down to her calf. And I just remember she was snuggled up into that and just, yeah.
Not happy.
This is it, really? Like that's what you guys do? And I was like, yeah, that's it. I was on cloud 9 at the end of the night.
She's like, you guys didn't not stop blocking eyes the whole time you were here. Like it was awkward for everybody.
I gave Brian a scalp massage.
While me and Pat are Dutch Roden over here.
Yeah.
No. I think she said something to me too. She's like,
she just came to me with questions. Like she just didn't understand the dynamic, and she's like, you guys. You guys just
We
drank
hang
and
out
danced.
one day a week. We want to be stupid and do our own thing. Leave us the fuck alone.
We didn't even do anything. Chris didn't even get the rose on with her.
No,
We would have really
no.
lost our mind.
We're very tame.
No, yeah, exactly. And I mean, besides Pat and Brian doing shots of
It's
fireball
shots.
It was a very tame night.
I mean, when Brian Hamilton asks you to fireball shot, you got
do what you gotta do.
It's like seeing two moons, double rainbows, whatever. You got to do it. You got to take advantage of it.
I'm not gonna lie. I remember sitting at the we went to Korean barbecue, so I'm grilling up
Japanese
meats,
barbecue,
throwing
yeah.
meats in Joe's mouth, throwing meats in Pat's mouth, and that's not in the window. And we're having
little meat.
it was
So good.
so good.
Piece of steak.
I had to wash my jacket. It's reeked of hibachi grill.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was
So did mine. I put mine in the washer the other day and it reeked. My favorite thing is I got like a little bit of like the soy sauce on me, so I'm like trying to clean it up. So Pierre's trying to help out, and all Pierre does is just pour more soy sauce on my sweater. I'm like, you fucking jamoke.
That was.
I'm like, no. He's like, I got this. I'm like, no, you just put more on me.
That was Peter. Peter was a sweetheart. Cooked all of that food. It was fantastic. We did shots of sake.
Oh, that was so good. It was so spot on.
Shots of sake. That was great.
I'm not gonna lie to you though, not to cut you off, but I remember we're like an hour in. This place wants to close, and I remember just looking around and like, holy shit, am I wasted?
Yeah.
I went home so hungry, and because it was enough meat, but it was only meat. So I remember going like at 3:30 in the morning, going home so hungry, thinking like I want to eat everything in this place.
Yeah.
In my apartment, and then I had like a piece of meat and cheese, and I was like, "Oh no, I'm good." And then I literally read a newspaper for like the next for 30 minutes.
I was
Why? What?
Yeah, I stayed up for like an extra like hour and a half watching Matlock for some ungodly reason. My body's like, yeah, you know what'd be a good thing right now? Let's watch Matlock.
I have a U couch basically on my couch, and the cat was sitting in the one corner, and so I laid down to pet it, and then I woke up 6 hours later with bridged over the two sides of it, and I moved and fell over into like the crevice. So it was great.
I felt great Sunday. It was a really fun weekend. I remember going to bed that night thinking like, man, this was a good night. It was a good night. We had a great cocktail.
Not Top Golf the next day.
Yes, we went to a generic Top Golf with our buddy Tommy.
I got a bone to pick. That place, the cocktail place, they had by far the worst old fashioned I've ever had there because they didn't.
You got an old fashioned?
I always get an old fashioned.
Yeah, Pat got an old fashioned. I don't know what Peter and Brian got.
It was not.
At the speakeasy, you did not like this. You didn't like
his. Was
not. They didn't put any bitters or the other thing.
No, he got literally bourbon. And
which is fine. I like bourbon as much as the next guy, but
sorry,
but they charged me.
You got this at Top Golf, and I was like,
no,
what?
Not on a Sunday. No.
Pierre was the only one.
We went to the bar. I looked at Chris. I'm like, I'm gonna get a water. Chris like, that's a good call.
Yeah. Top Golf was great, but
they gave me a bourbon with an orange peel.
Crap. What did we? Me and Brian got.
You guys got something that definitely had to have scotch in it because it definitely had a smoky taste to it.
Me and Chris got beers, right?
You got
we got old styles.
That's what it was. Yeah. Okay. I wasn't.
They don't have Chris.
Brian's like, you want a cocktail? I'm like, Brian, my middle name is Cocktail.
When in Rome.
Yeah, and then we went to
Gold Star.
Hey, we spent a lot of time there just talking. We had bullshit.
We had several old styles as well.
Yeah,
we had a couple rounds there.
Really good time. And so it was a good night where you woke up feeling great and you didn't have to worry about because this weekend it's gonna be a Sunday night where you're going to bed about 7:30.
Oh yeah.
Quiet weekend for you boys.
But you guys, what do you guys got planned for that?
I wanted to ask you, what do you? Okay, so Pat's working or
Pat and Chris are working
tomorrow. Chris has got the event. Saturday night rolls around. Are the two of you doing something together? Are you not doing anything together? Are you doing things separately?
My only friends are up in Michigan, so no, I will be doing nothing.
Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome, Pat.
Appreciate that.
Oh, Jesus!
I've been waiting all day. Been waiting all day to use that line.
Crap! Now I gotta look at the phone.
Easy earthquake over here. Earthquake. Good Lord.
Me and Pat have not discussed plans for the weekend.
I think we're going to Chevelle.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's a good call.
That's a great call.
Katrina wants to go too, so I'll take her with us.
That's
the only problem with
how
that
about you tell? How about we drive together to work? and then we figure out a way to get either my car, your car back to wherever, and then we tell her we're going, or we tell her what time we're going, and we just go by ourselves, and then she shows up.
Well, she's never been there, and
I know.
I've been there like 8 times probably at this point. So
Chris, you know what you got to do because you don't have a lot you can eat.
You get the bacon, you get the egg, you get the Spam.
But no, get the bone
Spam?
marrow. Get the bone marrow.
There's something I think they have
the
like
bone marrow is
they have
amazing,
like a
and they have
Spam
bologna
sandwich or something.
No,
there.
they have bologna.
That's what it is.
Get the bone marrow. I'm telling you, buddy.
But yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing.
That's awesome. And then a little lone wolf, maybe a little.
We're gonna go upstairs to Bandit and dance our asses off.
There it is, baby.
Boys, don't worry. We're gonna be sending you all the clips from the casino.
I'm going to turn my phone on Do Not Disturb from like 8 p.m. on.
That's not nice.
I mean, from like 11 a.m. on, because I'm gonna get Snapchats of Peter and Joe shotgunning beers on the ski lift.
Just make sure
Yes,
you
you are.
Just make sure you get the helmet, the full
Can't
goggles,
wait.
and you send your Snapchats to John Labo.
And then I'm gonna be
No, we're not trying to. I did talk to John, and he's like, "Thanks for the invite." Again, he said that. I'm like, "Come on, John, it's okay."
He didn't hear about it 3, 4, 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks
Yeah.
ago, 2 months
I mean, he
ago.
didn't hear about it when he bitched Peter
in
out
December
about it. But
when we
hey,
asked him if he wanted to go. No.
Yeah, it's okay.
you got to stop taking people's stuff over, Peter.
I ran into Zach Bennett yesterday.
If you know what you
Oh
could
yeah,
do,
what was he
People
doing?
stop doing
we
stuff.
we were the same train going to downtown.
Oh yeah, where's he? Oh, he's not living downtown anymore, huh?
if you want to take over my birthday, Peter, you can take over my
Liz by
birthday
his
too.
Liz was parents for now. They said it raised his rent like $200 a month, and he's like, nah.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah, if my guy does that, I'm gonna be mad too.
Yeah,
I'm
me
gonna
too.
I'm gonna get a storage space and go back home.
Chris, you should not be living at that place. You should not be renewing the lease to that place.
I've looked. If you go look up like apartments to rent in the area, there's literally one apartment. It's across the street, and it's almost $1,000 more. And I can't afford that shit by myself.
Got Pepsi to come on with you.
Pepsi doesn't. I know how much Pepsi makes. Pepsi can't afford that.
You got to get
with
Pepsi
me.
a raise, and you can afford the rent.
Here's the other thing.
no,
Pepsi
just give me
Pepsi
the
just
raise.
conveniently never brings his wallet anywhere. He's
Pepsi
just
be like, I got checking in the savings,
and I
it takes,
don't do
it
it.
takes
I gotta
85
You know what you got to get him? You got to get him Apple Pay, so it's on his phone because he always got his phone with him.
Nice, that's a good call. Hey, Chris, did you?
He doesn't have Apple phones though.
Did you guys?
There's an Android version. There's a Google Pay or whatever.
Yeah, Google Wallet.
I've not used that yet, but it's on my phone. Every time I double click, it comes up.
He's got a what is that? Not a Fitbit. You can put it. You can. Put it
Yeah,
on your
baby, you
watch.
can do it on your Fitbit.
Pepsi
Start
doesn't pay
carrying
for
cash, homie. Cash.
Pepsi-
Straight cash.
You don't understand.
How do you pay
Pepsi,
your bills, Pat Lynch?
Pepsi don't pay shit.
Yeah, Pepsi don't pay nothing. Wait here. Did you guys watch the Monday night game? I had a bet on the game.
I watched a little bit. It was a pretty shitty game.
It was awful, and I felt bad. I think Tom's done. I don't know, but I think he is.
Well, they fired Byron Leftwich for some reason.
The coach?
No, the offensive coordinator.
Who's the
Todd Bowles.
Oh, Todd Bowles. I thought Brian took. Oh, really? They let go the offensive coordinator. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Wow.
I was going to say here yesterday.
You know what's crazy, Pat? I didn't hear about the Arizona coach, and now that's all you hear about is how
Thailand, baby.
That boy is living it up. He's like, why would I come back? I think he got extended
through 2027.
for
Through 2027.
Yeah, 5
2027.
years. What is Arizona? Arizona.
He can just live on a beach and collect those Cardinals
Yeah.
paychecks.
Oh yeah. Here's the other thing. So I just wanted to put this out there real quick. It's a bad beat for me. So I had the over. I hit Chris's Tig Ol Bitties hit me again with a nice parlay. So I'm up some pretty good money for the week. And I was like, I'll throw a
Just
little.
killing it, Pat Lynch. You know what I'm saying?
I'll throw. He got. How about here we go. First of all, let's go with the Jaguars San Diego game. That's insane.
San Diego, who doesn't play there anymore? Yes.
Or the Chargers. You're right. Yep. That was last Saturday where they were up.
Yeah.
They were up 31 to nothing.
They were up like 31 to 3 or
27-0,
something.
I think it was at
Yeah.
halftime. Yeah.
at half.
We were
watching that, and it was like
at
insane.
Jess's.
Yeah. And the Jacksonville came back, Joe, and won that game.
I was reading about this and I was like, wait, that can't be the game where.
And that was the coach's
30
fault.
to
They think
0.
they put 100% because he just did not
Well,
run
they fired
it.
the offensive coordinator.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
They should have fired everybody.
They should have
Why
fired
would
the-
Why would they fire the offensive
they-
coordinator?
'Cause
They were the
he
one
wouldn't-
good thing. I guess they didn't score after that.
Well, no,
Well,
but
I mean, also their defense
didn't run.
Also, the defense knows they're going to throw the ball. So why are you? There are ways to defend against that too.
That's
They're going to throw the ball.
insane.
They are.
And
They're not
and
running. You want them to run 27 down 27.
And like Pat said, Pat, I didn't know this, but Pat told me this that he's defensive minded, and their defense
Yeah.
sucks.
He was
and
the-
they
he-
have
he was the Bears-
Mack
he was
and
the-
Bosa. How is your defense not get to the quarterback every second.
He was the defensive. He was the linebackers coach for the Bears. Then he was McVay's defensive coordinator after that. I think the year before they won the Super Bowl, or maybe the year.
That's crazy.
Of it.
But so the over/under on Monday night was 45, and I'm like, if Tom has a decent game and Zach has a decent game, 45 is pretty easy.
Oh, the field goals, the extra points fucked you up.
Guess what the score was on Monday night, Pat?
45 points total.
Guess how many extra points were missed?
He missed
Four
three.
straight.
I saw three.
4 straight, baby.
I thought he missed 3 and he made the 4th
No,
one.
he missed
4,
4
Pat.
straight.
But here's the thing: I wouldn't have covered if it wasn't for him missing 4 because they gave him They gave him a field goal to give him some confidence. So it's like I got lucky.
Yeah, I saw that miss. He looked like he was.
He shanked the first two right.
He went right, and then he overcorrected.
Oh, did you see the
overcorrected.
one? You know, here's the crazy thing.
And then the last one he kicked, hit the upright and went right again.
Can I tell you they were talking about like the footballs that they get. Each team gets there's 16 balls for a game. Each team gets like 8. This is probably way off, but I know that each team gets 3. The kicking balls are special.
Yeah.
Yes.
They each get
This
3.
is the big thing with the deflate gate.
Yeah, they each get 3 kicking balls. He kicked 2 so bad that they went to the stands. They were down to 1 kicking ball. If he would have kicked, he would have had to kick one of the slime balls.
Oh, nice.
He would have been screwed the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So
It probably could have gotten any worse than what it was for him at that stage.
what's the difference between a kicking ball and then the throwing ball? Is it the level of air pressure?
I think it is.
I think also probably it's not worked in as much because you don't need the grip on it for the quarterback to grip it.
And they also kick they kick the K balls all the time, so they feel good with those. I guess I don't. You're right, Pat Joe. I don't know.
It's probably Joe is honestly probably like 90% psychological.
Yeah.
Well, I just heard something recently that
Nothing will beat Peyton Manning's comment where he missed the 3rd extra point, and he's like, "Can you cut somebody at halftime?"
Ooh.
The best thing I saw about Peyton Manning this week is he's like the biggest myth of football. Someone asked him like, "What's the biggest myth of football?" He's like halftime adjustments. You know what you do? You go in there, you go to the bathroom, you get an orange, and the coach is like, "Let's go." That's what he said. That's what he said.
No shit.
We'll see some.
stop being shit.
We'll see some halftime adjustments by the Colts this half, and no.
That's what he said. He said
we
you go
went
in, you
into
go to the
the
bathroom,
lockers.
and you
Put together a game time plan. We enacted that game time plan. We sportsed harder and we won.
Are you maybe the team, the guy, like the players don't know, but don't you think the coach? Because there are
I
times.
know, that's what he said. That's what he said. I'm saying.
No, I get it. I'm just saying in my head, I've seen the Bears come out second half sometimes.
I think
better.
coaches realize what they're running, and they change their calling probably for sure. Yeah.
Because like Nagy never got.
Nagy was
Because
Nagy tried to run the ball, never ran the ball, and he tried to throw with.
Because what is it when the Hawks were that same Saturday night, the Hawks got their ass handed to them 6-1 in that first period, and I read an article where Luke Richardson doesn't show up in the locker room. The head coach of the Hawks, he doesn't show up in the locker room until 8 minutes into the intermission. And
what's he doing the rest of the time?
I don't know. I'm guessing he's in another room with his coaches, maybe game playing for the second period or the next period. He literally went right into the locker room and ripped them a new asshole. So it's it may be something where there's some truth to it.
There's a pep talk of some sort. Maybe there's
Maybe,
not
but I mean
Chris, are the Hawks just tanking to get?
No, they're fucking screwing everything up right now.
Connor
Chris,
Bedard
if you
guy?
swear again, I swear you're
Fuck.
you're getting a bottle up
Here's-
the bottle nose.
Fuck.
Here's a game plan for all you youngins who want to get into the sport game, into the NFL.
Sports harder.
Okay.
No. Here's
And
what
I got
you
some.
do.
I think I got another one for you.
Here's what you do. All right. Don't worry about getting on the field. All right. Worry about getting a position on the coaching staff, and then sign a contract for 7 years, and then just bomb really hard that season. Get fired, and then get that guaranteed money.
I like it.
Live it
I
up
like
in.
it.
I think he's in
Thailand,
Thailand with
yep.
his. Have you seen his lady?
Oh, come on, Joe.
Oh my
You
god!
think anybody's looking at? The only reason we know he's in Thailand is because his girlfriend's in Thailand.
Oh my god! That dude. They're like, oh, we want to hire you. We want to hire you. And they said, I love this. This was the quote. He respectfully declined all offers.
Yeah.
No kidding.
I saw some good ones. The good memes are after after the Jaguars won the game or the Chargers blew the lead. They're like the memes were all the coach of the Chargers with guess who's on the next flight to Thailand.
David, I had something there I want to go with. But yeah, that's just it's
To kind of connect that, our friend Max is looking for that lifestyle. He's at Microsoft. He's like, please lay me off. Please lay me off. They get 7 months of paid, like whatever their pay would be for 7 months.
that's insane.
Wow.
He said if I got that, we were just going to go to Hawaii. They're planning on moving in like a month or two. I mean, I think they're staying in Seattle.
Yeah.
But
I mean, when
they're
when we had a
probably
change,
going down to the
when we had a change in
apartment.
ownership.
We were just going to go to Hawaii and live there for a little bit.
That's so
for
awesome.
you get 7 months paid.
I mean, where I worked at,
As a
when we
severance?
switched ownerships, the old CEO was there for like a month or two, and then they let him go, and he got a year's worth of pay.
Nice.
But is it contingent, Joe, on he not finding another job, or are you just getting paid?
No,
you
it's
get that
just
either way.
it's the severance package for getting.
It's like
let
when
go.
we go with my company, we had furloughs and severance. Like people could have got a job the next day, and they still got.
Oh, I would have maybe taken a month, and I would have been, but I wouldn't have had, because then again, think about how much money you can make. That's like the most money you'll make in your entire life, probably.
in what's that?
That's what a shit
If
ton
you
of
had,
people
like-
were doing
you
during
get
the
like-
pandemic.
Yeah, if you were Microsoft, like if you're Max is insanely smart, insanely talented.
Yeah.
Immediately he
That's
could
why
get
he
hired
fired
anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. He could have gotten hired anywhere.
Yeah.
And
Out of college, he was in college. He was getting offers at American Eagle, the website building company.
Yeah.
Who does all the big. This is not the clothing company. This is the.
I know
I
that
don't
also
think
confused me.
that clothing
Website
company's
building
in there
company.
anymore, is there?
No, there is. Oh yeah,
Still around?
that's where I get all my jeans, baby. That's all I got. They're the ones who get the size right.
That's where Pierre gets those special cuts in his pants for $150.
Okay, can I ask you guys? Recently, I've noticed that all my clothes are like all my jeans are dunzo. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed that like jeans are like being made more like just not as good. I've had these jeans maybe 2 years or 2 or 3 years,
Where they
and
go?
they're all like shredding. Like,
I mean,
You gotta follow the Max way of washing your jeans. You
I
wash
could
them
be
once
it.
every year.
maybe, but you know what? I also think like you got to go Levi's maybe because I do all American Eagle.
I don't wash my. I think I wash mine every like. Depends if I'm gonna get them dirty, but like if I don't get them dirty, I wash them every couple weeks. But I think that
Oh, every couple of weeks.
I mean,
You're not
a lot
supposed
of-
to.
a lot of
dirty
people
Like
are.
That's
it's
what
true.
the
Like
wash
what Max said. Like you're not supposed to wash.
Denim
If you
off.
You're not
wash
supposed to
them,
wash them every week.
you're not supposed to wash denim, and you're supposed to. If you do
Okay,
wash them,
that's what I'm doing wrong.
Goes to
and
air
if you
dry,
do
too.
wash them, you're supposed
And
to
air dry.
You're supposed to hand wash them too. Like
Well,
you're
you
supposed
can put them in the machine. You just can't air. You can't put them in the dryer.
the article I read said that you like put them in like
wa-
lukewarm water in a bathtub.
I wash mine in cold.
and clean them that way.
I wash all my clothes in cold.
Who's got time for that shenanigans?
I looked at.
I'll buy new jeans.
I looked something up too. And they recommend throwing them in a freezer because it just prevents all sort of like germination and spreading.
Also, with the
It's
pandemic, like
absolutely-
I don't have
Yeah,
any. I don't wear any
that's like-
pants.
I mean,
that
there
have
is
jeans
absolutely ridiculous
anymore.
things that go on with that, but I mean, like the big reason was like you keep your comfort level. Like when you put denim back into like a dryer and everything, it kind of shrinks.
Yeah.
So then you got to build that like.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Hey,
why-
Pat,
that's why
Pat,
air dry.
we know you wear sweatpants to the bar. Don't worry, we get it. We
I
understand
wear
that.
barbell, so those aren't really technically like jean
This is
material.
it. Yeah, no, this is all flex wear
That's
too.
yeah. It's like
So it's
I've
like-
had those for years.
and they don't like I have other jeans that like there are holes that like just and I'm like Lauren keeps telling me I'm hard on jeans and I'm like I don't know, I think I'm washing these weird.
You got to take better care of your clothes, bro.
I'm just asking. I wonder if anybody was seeing the same thing. I said just
No,
me,
you're not
me.
taking care of your clothes.
I don't know, Pepsi's jeans don't seem to
Listen.
fit him either.
You're trying
Pepsi
to
doesn't wear jeans. Pepsi literally wears the same clothes every day.
Oh yeah.
That same sweater and those same sweatpants.
We got new tires on Thursday, and so we worked out in the morning. We go back to Chris's apartment. I shower real quick, and Chris goes change. Puts a little deodorant on. He didn't get as sweaty as I did. Fair enough. I come out and Pepsi just laying on the couch, same clothes that he wore the whole day. I'm like, Pepsi, we're not gonna change it all, babe.
So Sarah and I went to the gym last night, and Sarah's starting to. She jumped on the 5x5s, and we've been doing that together for a while. And
She's getting them thick thighs.
and I saw her in the same sweatpants that she went to the gym in yesterday. I was like, today, and I walked in and I go, are those the pants? Are those the pants? Now she had underneath, like compression, like workout shorts underneath, like the shorts that
Yeah,
all
definitely.
the other. By the way, this is not a rant. This isn't a complaint, but
Sounds like it's gonna be a complaint.
No, wait till you hear what I'm about to say.
Oh, I know where you're going, Joe. I already know,
the
baby.
shorts that the women wear this is not a slight towards ladies. This is more like a thing on the fashion industry. But there was some. One of the last classes I taught at boxing, there was this girl. She came in for a trial, and a lot of people when they come in for like martial arts stuff, they wear, like shorts or.
Fuck it. Vacation Peter's here to go.
Let's do it.
Jesus.
And they'll wear these.
Fuck you.
They don't wear like form.
Say another swear word.
Peter.
Say another swear word. You're gonna bottle up the nose.
I'm
gonna bottle up the
sorry,
nose.
Joseph. Don't.
I'll get a bottle up the nose with another swear word like that.
Please, Joseph.
We need this dart game up here soon.
Knock you to the moon. And it took me a second, but I was like, this lady. There was something about this lady. I was like, it just seems off. It was weird, and it wasn't until a couple weeks later I went to the gym. They now have it. It literally like cups the entire butt, like from including the crack. Like that is the thing. That is just so. So yesterday I went.
Joe, I
to
feel
the
like you're
gym.
really getting in depth in the watch.
No, just wait, because yesterday I go to the gym
So it
and
cups-
it is
so it cups
the
the crack.
most. It is the most. How about you shut the fuck up?
I just wanted to make sure
Shut
that
the
I
fuck
understood.
up. You let me talk. I'll tell you the story. You'll hear all about it.
I just had a quick question. I wanted to make sure that
You know,
cup
it's nice
the crack.
that being the angry one, the one he's angry at this for a change.
It was good.
It's nice.
I knew it was coming too.
It's so much better when it's somebody else.
But it was the crack, Chris.
I still want to understand if it cups the crack. You said it cups the butt, so
It was the crack. I think he said.
He said,
It's
I definitely heard crack. We can
Come on,
throw
Joe,
the challenge
come back
flag
in.
in life and bring it back.
Come
early
back in,
finish.
Joe. Come back in. It's almost vacation. It's okay. Our friends are.
Joe, please, let us with your story.
Sorry, Joe. I will beat the shit out of somebody who says anything after I just cut you off again.
yeah. I mean, it's like Joe's the only person that gets cut off on this podcast.
Let's go, Joe. Hit it, baby.
But yesterday I go to the gym. The parking lot is absolutely stacked. I mean, it is the most packed it's been. It was like It's like what you expected for January 1st, but it was nothing but women. And this is where I really know. It just anywhere you looked, it was so form fitting. It was in the crack, like in the. You just saw a cheek. You had definition between each cheek. It's like, and I turned to Sarah and I go, "Is this a thing now?" And she goes, "Oh yeah, this is what they wear now. It's not like men's pants where it just like hugs the butt as a whole. It's going deep into that crack now."
And I'm proud to be an American.
So it doesn't cup the crack; it goes into the crack.
It goes in deep.
Okay, so it cups the butt cheeks, but not the crack.
What is that movie? What is it? 126 hours. It is deep in there.
Yeah.
Deep in the recesses. It's unreal. It's unreal.
Is Joe, this is why you're the best on the podcast. It's like I want to jump in so hard, and it's hard to like let you like explain.
Great time to be alive in America.
You're right. Like we all see it. These are things we don't. We're like what?
I didn't pick up on it until Sarah kind of had to point it out. But I was like, what is it with these pants? She goes, it's in. It just it goes all the way in now.
So
yoga pants used to be the thing.
Like, can I ask again? I'm just trying to get. I'm just trying to get. Like, is it like almost like a divider? Like, so it shows like that?
It is. Yes,
like, okay.
you are. It is like it's like looking at someone nude. Only they have some sort of cloth color, but it forms around. Okay. I mean, you'll see it.
It's like meant to like.
It's meant to 100%.
Wow,
100%.
That is insane.
It is just so because I turned to Sarah. I was like, "This is the most women that I've ever seen in this gym," and she goes, "Yeah, it was like a 2-to-1 ratio, girl to guy, and all of them. Well, not all of them, but a majority of them are wearing these type of shorts now that either come up. Yep, that's it.
Wow, that's insane.
Take a look.
We'll put that picture up on the podcast. Hey, Chris, what did you look at on the podcast, real quick?
I know Pat was asking what time it was.
I
can't
okay.
see.
Well, you can't. Pepsi, what's to say up on the screen there, buddy?
Probably close to an hour.
Yeah, we should probably. Okay, so we'll get close to here. I get it because Katrina's probably gonna.
I'm sure
you don't want to go too long.
I should have
people lose
apologized to
interest.
Katrina because she was just literally just saying like I can always hear you guys upstairs and that little tirade right there. I'm sure.
Yeah.
No.
If she was taking a nap,
it was
probably
needed.
woke her
She
up.
got to see wedding videos today. She's probably happy.
There you go. Hey,
well, let's talk. Do we have to talk sports real quick? And
Chris, I would love if we can't put our music. But can I get one more hot second on that?
Oh,
really
yeah.
quickly? Is it is there any function to it, or do you think it's just all aesthetics?
I'm sure it's just the style and the fashion.
Okay.
I mean, you're
That's
free,
fair. Whatever they want to do. I'm just saying.
You're probably very, very limber, right? You can, all
That's
full
true.
flexibility.
Myself, I can't. You get a
Yeah.
wedgie. I can't imagine how.
I can't imagine. Yeah.
This is a permanent wedgie. It's and I don't. This is gonna sound silly, but I don't understand how they designed it to be like that. Like I don't know what the engineering is to go into. It's like it's just.
I think about that too because like I don't know what you guys, Chris, but like I have boxer briefs, and if those ride anywhere too high, I want to die.
Yep. I mean, I guess
always adjusting.
Yeah. And isn't it weird? Like I feel bad. Like I can't imagine a girl's got like a divider and she's not trying to adjust. It's just whatever. It is what it is. Chris, baby, tell me you got some Tig Ol Bitties because I need to make some money this weekend, buddy.
I have a couple.
It's expensive. This weekend is the most expensive, one of the most expensive weekends that I love it. I don't even care. I throw all the money at it.
Yeah, I broke it down for Reno to invite him. He never responded, but but I broke it down. I was like, wow, I never realized that's how much we spend. It's worth it.
But think about if we had to rent skis too. Woo! Poor Brian, baby. But Brian makes okay money.
Think if you had to if you had someone that like marked it up for you too.
Say that again. Marked up the cost of the skis.
Oh yes, yeah. Some people used to do things like that. That was a good one, Pat. Christopher, please cut us off. Get in here.
The first one is Kansas City is 1-4 against the spread, coming off a bye, including playoffs since 2020.
Wait, hold on. Go ahead.
Jacksonville is 5-1, and its past 6 games against the spread. 8.5 is the spread.
So you take KC to cover or not cover?
No.
Can you give me the first two? Like what's the Tig Ol Bitty?
KC is shitty at covering the spread.
Kansas City is 1-4 coming off a bye, including playoffs since 2020.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Jacksonville is 5-1 against the spread in its past 6 games.
Are they
The
playing?
spread is 8.5.
They're playing each other.
Yes.
No, I mean, guys.
No, Cincinnati's playing Jacksonville this week.
I thought they were two separate Tig Ol Bitties. I don't know where we were at on this one.
What he's saying is that KC is shitty at covering the spread,
And Jacksonville's been pretty good at covering the spread recently.
Okay, can I ask you one? I want to keep cutting you off because I love you. Would you take Jacksonville or would you take Kansas City?
Just Jacksonville
just
to
to
You
win
take
on that
Jacksonville to cover the 8.5.
one. Okay, but I know that's a Tig Ol Bitty, but how do you feel, Chris?
Jacksonville covers the 8.5.
Lock it in, baby.
4 straight Buffalo games have gone over the total. The over-under is 49.
I'm going over on that.
Can I ask who's Buffalo playing?
Cincinnati.
There's only 4 teams left, Chief.
I had to ask. Sorry.
And number 3 is Philadelphia.
know Kansas City and Jacksonville
0-4
playing.
against the spread in its past 4 games. Philadelphia has also lost its last 4 times. It's been a favorite in the playoffs. The spread is 7.5.
Ooh. Okay, so why don't we?
You're taking Jacksonville to cover, the
you.
Giants to cover, and you're taking the over/under in the Buffalo game.
Okay,
Take the over in the Buffalo.
do you want to just go over these games real quick and then we'll get Josie's lock?
There's only one other game. It's the 49ers against.
Okay, so can I have your opinion? Can I just ask in your opinion, Chris? Can I get what do you think? Jacksonville, Kansas City. Who do you got winning?
Kansas City wins.
Who do you got?
Buffalo wins.
Who do you really Buffalo? Ooh, that's a good one. Or Giants.
Philadelphia wins.
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Who do they? Oh, Dallas. Okay, so Kansas City. So you're taking all favorites. Do you want me to do all the favorites? Do you want me to take
Pretty much.
You want me to put a $5 bet on that for you, just to win up, straight up win?
No, because
Okay,
I
like a
think
parlay
I
of
could
all
see
4.
I could see the Giants end up
Beating.
I'm saying Philadelphia. I'm not confident in that one, but
Can I put? I'm gonna put a pin in here real quick for Franklin's 10-person putt, and then I could just keep going, but we'll end this podcast soon. But okay, Pat, who do you got? Jacksonville, Kansas City.
Kansas City.
You got Buffalo, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Who do you got? Giants, Philadelphia.
Go Philly.
And who do you got? San Francisco, Dallas.
I am going to go that Brock Purdy's thing ends, and I'm going to go Cowboys.
Okay. So he's taking 2 unders and taking 2 favorites. Joseph? Jacksonville, Kansas City.
Kansas.
Jesus Christ, my brain is so
Cincinnati,
bad.
Buffalo.
Cincinnati, Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Can I get Philly?
Eagles, Giants.
Eagles.
Eagles,
Giants.
I'm gonna go Giants.
And San Francisco, Dallas.
And San Francisco's my lock.
Ooh, Chris, give it to me, baby.
that's the Joe C. Lock of the century of the week.
Playoff edition.
Okay, and I'm going Kansas City. I'm going I think we're going Cincinnati. I want the Giants to lose. I can't stand the Giants. So I want Philly to win. And I think
you don't like Philly in this? You like Philly more than the Giants?
I don't like the city of Philly, but I don't like you know why I don't like? Because I can't stand what the Giants did to the Bears. That bootleg, it gives me nightmares, Pat.
Hey, that gave us a first round all pick, baby. Thank you, Dana Jones, and thank you.
And thank you, Pat. Okay, so last thing, I promise. So our buddy, Frank Brill, subscriber, he had a lifelong friend, had a 10-team parlay. And I congratulated him on Sunday because he picked all the favorites minus he thought the Giants were going to win. I'm like, and the Giants won. I'm like, good for him. This is awesome. I hope he made like $1,000. And he's like, the Chargers lost.
Yeah, I thought so.
And I was like, oh God, I didn't think about that one. I totally forgot that I didn't know that they were the favorites. So then I asked him this question. I'm like, would you rather lose the first one and know that you're done, but all 9 hit after that? Or would you rather lose the last one and have all 9 hit first?
The first one go down.
Okay. Chris?
I think the last one, I'd be more pissed if I got the first one wrong.
I think if you got, it's like reading the Powerball and the Lotto, like you got 4 numbers right and the Moneyball's missing, you're like, mother.
But yeah, right, yeah.
But the Powerball is always the last one pulled, so.
Yeah, it's in the last game of the last game.
I think I'd want the first one to go out because if it got down to that last game, I'd be pulling my hair out of my head.
Here's the thing: if you guys were degenerate gamblers like myself, you can sell that bet, and you can make like 75%.
Really?
I heard about Carmen talk about that on the radio earlier.
Yeah, they
this
did
week.
that for the Astros. Or no,
I heard him talking.
Yeah, no, they did it for.
They were taking calls about people like asking should they sell their bets or not. And that was the first I heard of it.
Yeah, they had it. They had a team.
That's wild.
Yeah, and you can sell it for something. So you can sell. You can just get lock in a win.
Okay,
it's a deflated value, but yeah.
Yes.
One sort of question related to gambling and sports betting. Is Vegas not necessary anymore now that sports betting becomes so prevalent, like online?
I think they're the bookmakers.
So
people follow their odds.
They start the lines and odds and everything.
Yeah.
Okay,
Also,
so
like
they make okay.
Also, they made it such a big deal to go there and like hang out in the sports books and stuff. It's still a thing. But is it what it was? No, Joe, it's not what it was.
No, yeah, I don't. I know Vegas is growing because of Nevada's growing because of the, no taxes, all that stuff. But you're right. What do you need to go to Vegas for? I mean, there's going to be 7 casinos in Chicago at some point.
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is.
In there's a sports book, and sports gambling is legal pretty much all around now.
Joe, Wrigley just built a state-of-the-art sports booking arena outside Wrigley.
Yeah, and that'll be year-round for them.
Really?
Yeah.
It's literally attached to
they'll
the stadium.
Just play all the
it's literally, you can literally walk in there from the
whatever you
stadium.
want.
You can walk into the stadium from there.
Yeah. How? I mean, but here. Okay, we'll leave
2
it on
levels,
this.
Joe. 2
Here's
levels.
the thought. Let's talk about this maybe next week. And we gotta come up with our challenge for February. So keep thinking about that. But here's the thing to think about. Gambling hit the most money ever bet in 2022. Is there anything should we be thinking about that? Are people stupidly wasting too much money?
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know what I mean?
But you know what it is?
Next week, Patrick. Damn it.
But real quick, it's because it's been legalized more, and it's more the numbers can be tracked. A lot of it was underground betting that people couldn't track.
Exactly.
So the numbers might not be changed at all. It's legal now.
Hey, Chris, you're looking good, buddy.
Terrific.
Hey, look at this commentary from the man, the myth, the legend over there.
They don't call him the best color man in the business for nothing.
Chris,
I'm sorry, Chris. I just want to apologize right now.
Chris, you're gonna need a hug, aren't you?
I'm ready to go to bed.
Why can't we?
Bye.
Be friends?